Alright, so tell me if this sounds familiar. You've been watching other fellow artists here on YouTube sharing their process, and you think, I could definitely do that. But then you sit down to actually start and you think, wait, what kind of camera do I use? And what if nobody watches? Well, if that's you, you're definitely in the right place. Hi, my name is Sterling, and I'm the artist here behind Cactus Lady Creation, and in this video, I'll be sharing all about how to start your own handmade business YouTube channel here, step by step. So whether you're a fellow fiber artist like me, or a photographer or painter, I'll be walking you through exactly what you need to get started, plus some really super common mistakes that other YouTuber and artists make, and how to avoid them. I know how overwhelming it can feel to put yourself out there, but I definitely promise that once you get going, it's actually a lot easier than it seems. So feel free to grab a cup of coffee or whatever your drink of choice is, and your sketchbook or whatever you're working on, and let's talk all about how to turn your creative passion into a YouTube channel that actually grows. So let's talk all about why I think YouTube is still the best platform to be on as an artist. I know that there are a lot of other platforms out there like Instagram and TikTok and Pinterest, but YouTube is still hands down the best place to be as an artist and handmade crafter, to really be able to grow a community around your art. People come to YouTube to learn and connect. Many times they're searching for tutorials or behind the scenes videos, or even just other fellow creators working on their projects while they sit and work on their own projects. And that actually means that your content gets to live a lot longer here. One video that you might create might bring in new viewers and subscribers for months and even years after you actually publish them. And plus, YouTube actually gives you a lot of room to tell a story. You can tell the process of creating your piece from a messy desk to a finished piece. And you can also just share your transformation of creating your work. And overall, it's just a great way to grow your business. The more people that actually see your work actually start to trust you, and they'll visit your shop, and then over time they'll keep wanting to support you. And I just think that that's what makes YouTube a really special place to be, unlike Instagram or TikTok, where you're just posting photos or short videos of your products hoping that one sticks or takes off. Whereas here on YouTube, you actually get to invite people into the world of your creations and the story behind your creations. So if you've been looking for a sign to start your own YouTube channel, then definitely take this as one. All right, so let's talk all about what you actually need to start your handmade YouTube channel. So when I got started, I literally started filming on my phone and stacked it on top of a couple of books and had a desk lamp as lighting. And that was my setup for a while. That definitely worked. So let's talk about the basics of what you need. So first, obviously, you need a camera, of course. You can definitely get started with your phone. Most newer phones shoot in HD or even 4K quality, which is definitely enough, more than enough for YouTube. The most important thing is that you just want to film in good lighting. Natural light is your best friend. You can just set up near a window if you can, or grab a cheap ring light or softbox. And even just one light aimed at your workspace or at you while you're filming makes all the difference. And the next important thing is audio, which is even more important than video in most cases. People will even forgive average video if your audio is good. But if your audio is bad, they'll definitely click away fast. And so you can grab a little lav mic that will plug into your phone. Those are usually about under $30, or you can even use wired headphones if you have them and just speak through the little speaker there, and just use that to get started. And finally, you'll need something to keep your camera steady, such as a tripod or even a stack of books if you have that, whatever you have on hand to get started. And the goal is just to keep your camera steady while you film. Next, before you hit record, it's really important to take a moment to actually plan out what you're going to post on your channel. And this is a tip that I wish that I heard more about before I got started. When I started my YouTube channel, I wasn't even a big viewer of YouTube. I just started posting some random tutorial videos, and I didn't have a posting schedule or even a clue about where to start or what to post or what to make. But what I wish I knew back then was that it's really important to just take a moment and think about who you're making your videos for. And are you teaching beginners who want to learn your art form? Or maybe you're showing your progress with some vlogs, or sharing your overall business journey and growth. But knowing your audience helps you decide what to film and what not to film. Then you want to choose your niche, and the more specific that you are with this, the better. You want to think about what excites you the most about your art, and also what do you do best within your art form. It's also best to focus on the aspects of your craft that come naturally to you and the skills that you've honed over time. And I talk more about this in the Ultimate Online Art Business Starter Checklist. If you're at the beginning of your journey and trying to work out what your specific niche is, this would definitely be a good workbook to check out. And then next, brainstorm a few content ideas. So you want to start with videos that people are actually searching for in your niche, and then think about how you can bridge the gap between the content that you like to make and what your ideal audience would like to watch. Another approach that you can take is looking at a video that's already doing well within your niche and try to see how you can remake it with your own flavor and flair. And another thing that you can also do is think about what specific problem or need your audience has and how you can help with solving it with a video. So for me, what I did was, for a while, I was doing a lot of crochet inspiration roundup videos because I found that one problem that a lot of fellow crocheters have is not knowing what to make for the next project. And when I was first getting started with my crochet journey, I also was really overwhelmed about what patterns to create and what to make, and I didn't have any fellow crochet friends around me in my life. So what I started doing with my channel was creating videos that actually would serve the need that I had when I was first getting started with my journey. And another way to get some different YouTube video ideas is actually take a look in the YouTube search engine and see what people are typing in your niche. And that can give you some ideas of what people are actually searching for and have some inspiration on what to make for your next video, and also get some keyword ideas there. Maybe brainstorm about 10 to 20 different video ideas at this point, and don't stress about what to make too much. Just focus on getting your ideas down and brainstorming some different ideas for your ideal audience and what they would want to watch and what you would want to watch as well. And then when it's time to film, you want to keep things really simple. If you're doing a talking head video like this, you can just get one main shot, maybe some B-roll shots, or if you're storytelling or doing a tutorial, maybe a few close-ups of your hands working, and then switch between the different shots when you're editing to keep it interesting. And if you're not ready to talk on camera yet, you can also do a voiceover instead. This way you can film the process of creating whatever you're making, and then do a voiceover recording of yourself explaining what you're doing afterwards. That's how a lot of craft YouTubers start, and I know for me, when I wasn't comfortable speaking on camera yet, that's what I actually did. And then for editing, free programs to check out are CapCut, iMovie, or DaVinci Resolve. Those work really great and are free. You can trim out long pauses, speed up repetitive parts, and just keep your video moving. And then when you upload, you want to pay attention to the title, description, and thumbnail. And if you want an even more technical video of how I like to edit my video and sound, definitely let me know in the comments below and I'll make one. And I'll also let you in on a little secret here. You can have the best video in the world, but if your title and your thumbnail isn't favored by the viewers and the algorithm, then no one will even know it's there. So I would even say that before you film, think of an actual title for your video and make sure that it's rich in keywords and has a searchable title and also an enticing title within your niche. And then you want to make a thumbnail. You want to make sure that this is eye-catching, stands out in your niche, and even has a really clear, readable text. And your thumbnail and your title are key to being found by the algorithm. So it's really important to just take that extra time and make sure that they're really great before you post. All right, so let's talk about some of the common mistakes that I see other fellow artists and creators making when starting their YouTube channel. And I know that I also made some of these mistakes, and let me know if you do too in the comments below. The first one is definitely waiting until everything is perfect. This is probably the biggest one. So many people will say, I'll just start once I have the right camera, or I just need to redo my studio first. But it's important to just start your channel. Start with what you have and you'll learn so much faster by actually filming and uploading than planning forever. And of course you can plan a little bit before you start, but you'll learn so much more along the way. And your first few videos don't have to be perfect. In fact, they'll likely not be perfect, which is definitely okay. It takes work to perfect your craft as you go along. We all focus on how the video looks, but sound and lighting are also really what keep people watching. And so if your video is too dark or hard to hear, viewers will click away fast, even if your project is amazing. So before you film, you want to check your light, you want to do a quick audio test, because those small changes really make all the difference. Some creators just start uploading random videos, and then the channel ends up feeling a little bit all over the place. So it's really important to focus on 2 to 3 main types of videos when you're just starting out. Maybe it's tutorials, studio vlogs, and sharing the behind the scenes of making your pieces. And this way your viewers will know exactly what to expect with your YouTube channel, and YouTube will also know who to recommend your videos to. Also, YouTube is about connecting with your audience and telling your story. So it's important to reply to comments, ask viewers what they actually want to see next, and also thank them for watching your video. These small moments also help build community around your work and keep your channel growing. And another mistake that is really important that I see a lot of creators doing is giving up way too soon. And this one is really important. I know for me, I almost gave up so many times. I started my YouTube channel back in 2021, but it wasn't until 2022 that I really started to take it seriously. And it wasn't until 2024 that I had my first video do really well. And when that video started doing well, it also pulled up a lot of other videos and helped those videos that I did for all those years get more views. But oftentimes I see other creators just not getting views and thinking, I guess this isn't for me, and then they just give up. But it's important to remember that YouTube is actually a really long game. Everybody starts at 0, but growing takes consistency and patience. You'll learn, and your editing will also get better, and people will start to find your work and your channel. And so it's really important to just keep going, even if it feels like nobody is watching. Another mistake is comparing your channel to others. It's really easy to take a look at other creators and think, they're growing so much faster than me, their videos look way better. But it's important to remember that you're seeing their highlight reel, not the behind the scenes mess behind their work. And you don't know what their journey was to their channel taking off. Maybe they have more editing experience, or maybe they've been viewing YouTube longer than you and just know what it takes to have a video that takes off. Your channel won't look like anyone else because it's yours, and it has your style, your voice, your craft, and that's what makes people click subscribe to watch your channel. All right, so now that we've talked about what to do and what not to do, let's talk about some practical steps that you can actually take. And let's discuss a 30-day plan to actually get your YouTube channel off the ground. So this is a great general guideline of what to do if you like having tangible steps to take next. So week 1 is all about getting ready. You want to pick your channel name, create your banner, even pick out your profile picture and write a short bio that says who you are and what your channel is all about. And then you want to set up your filming space, and it just needs to be clean and well lit and easy to reset when you film. And then before you move on, you want to also brainstorm at least 5 video concrete ideas that you can create first, and that will give you a little bit of buffer once you start posting. And then for week 2, you want to film and experiment. So film 1 to 2 videos this week and just practice trying different camera angles. You want to play with lighting and test out your mic, and you don't even have to upload anything yet, especially if you're feeling nervous about it. The goal is just to be comfortable behind the camera, or maybe in front of if you're speaking to the camera. Then in week 3, you want to take your favorite clips from last week, edit them together, and upload your first real video. And you have to remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just good to have a video that's done. That's better than perfect here. And then fill out your title, description, tags, and create a simple thumbnail, and then publish it. And you can share it with a few friends or any craft groups or art groups that you might be a part of, just to get those first few views rolling in. And then in week 4, after your first this video has been out for about a week, you can take a look at the analytics. And what I love is that YouTube has a lot of information here. You can see how long people are watching and where they click off, and you can use that information to tweak your next video. Maybe you spoke a little too much in that intro, or people really like that close-up shots of your hands. You can use all of the comments and all of that information as a guide of what to improve on for your next few videos. And then by month 2, you can focus on getting into a rhythm. Try uploading at least once a week, and even short videos count here. And then just keep experimenting and keep learning, and then start building connections in your community. And you can also do this by making sure that you reply to people who are commenting on your videos. And all of these small steps will help turn your channel into a growing community around your art. And if you stick with it for at least 60 days, you'll definitely be amazed by how much more confident you feel and how much more creative you are. I know after a while, not only did I feel more confident speaking on camera like this, but even in social situations, I felt and spoke more confidently. So YouTube helps definitely translate into the real world as well. So if I were starting my YouTube channel today, this is what I would do. I would say that the hardest part is not gear or editing or coming up with ideas. It's just starting, just putting yourself out there, hitting that record button, and just posting your first video or first few videos. But believe me when I say that it's worth it, especially if you're a smaller creator or artist. You'll get to meet people from all over the world who understand what you do, and you'll also grow as a maker and storyteller, and maybe even be able to turn your passion into a full-time business if that's your goal. Or even if your YouTube channel just stays small, you'll definitely grow in confidence and creativity and make connections with people all over the world, which is definitely worth it. And if you're sitting there thinking, okay, I'm ready to do this and start my channel, let me know in the comments below what kind of videos that you want to make, and let's cheer each other on down there in the comments. Also, if you've made it this far in the video, then I have a free downloadable guide for you with everything that I've been talking about in this video. It's called Start Your Handmade YouTube Channel, a guide to sharing your craft and growing your creative community. And if you want to download that for free, you can click the link below, where you'll also be subscribing to the Entrepreneur newsletter, which is great if you want to know about upcoming webinars and coaching sessions from me, and also get occasional other free guides. And also, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe and click that bell if you want to be notified of future videos like this one. I've got a lot of other videos coming up where we'll be discussing handmade business tips, creative growth, and YouTube strategy for makers. So make sure that you keep an eye out for them. And if you also want to see other videos like this, definitely check out the Entrepreneur playlist next. Well, thank you so much for joining me in this video. I hope it inspires you to go out and start your own channel and share your creativity and art with the world. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me in the next one.